Be Lord Wellington the Third. You can be Lord Wellington the Third.
Oh, we're live.
Are we?
Yeah, it says it.
I told it not to go live automatically, but okay, that's fine. We can be live. We can go to the countdown. How about that?
I am now Lord.
All right. Welcome to Bono's Gamers episode 10. You got all the fingers. Got to use all the fingers for that one. Episode 10. Never thought we'd make it here, but here we are.
You did it.
And joining me tonight is Falcon Tactics. How's it going, Falcon?
Yo, going pretty good. Going pretty good tonight.
Dude, you got a whole new setup going on.
I do. I really redid my whole room, man.
It looks really good.
Dude, it feels really good too. It's like whenever I'm chilling, I could just go over here. I have my other microphone set up, so I could just go over here, and you guys could hear me from the couch. It's nice.
I like it. I like it.
I do need to fix this though. It's like just a little bit, just a little bit. It's nice though. It's comfy.
I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's really good. I like the lights behind the couch. I like the hashtag on the wall and the
at
symbol.
I got some art on the wall. I got Aether, but it's very hard to see him from there. And then I got two other characters that I made in the past, and then my Minecraft poster, and then my inspirational board.
I like your play button.
Oh yes, bro. That's the Falcon Tactics play button right there, bro.
Yeah, I like it.
I think you're still using that room mic. Sounds like instead of your desk mic.
My bad. There we go.
Boom.
Yeah.
Very good. And we got Zach from the Nerd Cave.
Whoop.
How's it going, Zach?
Caw. It's going great. It's going great. Glad to be here. Excited to talk some gaming and get to hang out with all the bros. I'm excited.
Yeah. We might have another guest coming on later, but I think that with the three of us, we have plenty of opinions about things going on right now to share. So we should be good. What do you got back there? What's going on? What are you doing? What's happening?
Hi, it's my dog.
Is it a bear?
It's my dog.
Ooh, excited for this. Oh,
I thought it was a bear for a second there. I was like, can I pet that dog?
My dog never comes in here. It's kind of crazy.
Can I pet that dog?
All right. Bye, Mercy. Hi. She never comes in here, like, ever. I guess she just wanted my attention for once.
Oh, well, she's like, you're professional now with this setup, so she had to come
yeah,
see what
she
it was
probably
all
likes the couch.
Yeah.
It's the couch we used to have in the living room, so to be fair, it would make sense.
Did she used to lay on it a lot?
She would lay on it now and then, but we got new couches now, so now we just gotta.
Yeah, but
Yeah, exactly.
Familiarity.
Yeah. Hey, Amy, how's it going? Glad you're here. Well, tonight, let's see. Joe Cool, what's up? How's it going, Joe Cool?
What's up, Joe?
Good to see you, Joe. We got some, man. Last week, Zach. The internet exploded last week. People started going absolutely crazy, and a lot of it has to do with Xbox, and some of it has to do with the Switch, and so we're gonna go over all of that tonight and just kind of just talk about it and see what we think is actually happening, what's real, what's not. And so I think that it's going to be a pretty fun discussion, a pretty interesting episode. And I'm glad to have y'all here. Yeah. But I want to start tonight by just talking a little bit about what you've been playing, because I just really like hearing. I know, like, you're content creators, you're always kind of jumping from game to game. You're trying to figure out, hey, what are people into, what's going to really captivate my audience. So, and you guys stream more than I do. I think, Zach, you stream at least once a week, right?
Yeah, I do
Usually.
a gameplay, and then I do the news on Thursday.
Yeah, so you stream like on Tuesday night or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Falcon, you stream what, 4 or 5 times a week, something like that, usually?
Like,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's 4. It's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So yeah, 4. It's,
4. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, so what have you been playing? What's going on?
Well, okay, so
Falcon, I know you've been testing out some new stuff, right? You've been trying some new things. You
I
dropped
used to play
Fall Guys for a little while at least, and you wrote a whole song about it. I watched that song video. Y'all need to go watch the song that Falcon wrote about quitting Fall Guys.
Oh my gosh, I did indeed write a song about quitting Fall Guys.
It's really good.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Through the comments,
I think
your fans really liked it. Like
they
like,
did.
can I
like
hear this
it.
on Spotify? I've watched this 5 times.
I kind of a lot of the comments asked. They're like, "Hey, is this on Spotify?" And I was like, "Sadly, no." But if I can figure out how to do it, I probably will post some songs on Spotify, because I've already been thinking about in the past making a specific channel just for posting stupid and goofy songs like that. But I haven't decided to make it yet because I just don't have time.
Yeah.
But I'll take all of my songs that I've made in the past, record those eventually. I wanted to like make music videos too, so it wasn't like if I was gonna do it, I was gonna go all out on it. All right, gonna get my friends to do some dance choreography. You know, we'll be dancing in different locations, which usually we have to sing the song 5 times in like 5 different locations.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Technically, we only have to lip sync actually, but we don't talk about that. That's the background stuff that they don't care.
Music tactics.
Yep, it'll be music tactics. Indeed, it will.
Nice. Well, if you need any music help, Zach can help you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for volunteering, Zach.
I'm retired from that life, so.
Hey, it's a hard life. It's a hard life.
Yeah, I retired, so I don't do any of that anymore.
Yeah.
All right. So what have you been playing?
Okay, so I quit Fall Guys because I'm trying to basically switch over my channel. Fall Guys was a little bit stale in my opinion right now. They're not really doing any updates, all that kind of stuff. But I was playing Fall Guys. I then switched over to Call of Duty because my dad recommended it to me, and I was like, I don't really want to play this game, but I will. I played Call of Duty in the past with my brothers. I personally like Black Ops and Modern Warfare, like the older ones.
Yeah.
The newer ones are they're not really my thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Warzone's definitely not my thing.
Yeah.
But before both of those, I ended up playing Lethal Company, which is a game with proximity chat where your goal is to go and grab scrap from these dungeons while avoiding monsters and sell the scrap to the company. And yes, they are just called The Company.
That's ominous.
Very.
It is ominous.
And you know what? It's all right. We love the company, so we sell things to the company, and the company gives us money.
Do they pay well?
Yeah, they pay $6,000 a month.
Okay,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, indeed. And that's like at the lowest. What's
the price of copper?
The price of copper?
Copper prices are good. Is that?
Yeah.
You know, like copper is like crazy high.
Dude,
since the pandemic.
Dude, I literally
you have scrap copper laying around. You can make a lot of
money. Oh my goodness! But yeah, this game has been really fun, bro. It's just the monsters in the game is amazing. The mod community for this game is crazy, and like I just did a live stream for it today. It's my first time doing a live stream on the game, but I posted 2 videos on the game recently. So if you guys don't know what it is, you guys could check those out. But the game itself is just really fun. There's proximity chat in it too, and so normally you're supposed to play it with the crew, and then you just hop in and try your best not to die while you're exploring.
I just want to make sure I understand what that means. That means like the closer you are to them in the game, the louder they get. Is that right?
Well, yeah. It also
like
has
you
surround
can't just
sound.
Chat.
So yeah, it also has surround sound. So depending on where they are, you'll hear it from that direction.
That's cool.
Yeah, and depending on what room you're in too, the sound sounds different. So they actually did the sound really good in that game.
I love it when they do that stuff. Yep. Yeah,
it's a horror game, by the way, for anyone who's wondering, just in case you guys didn't know.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, it's fun. It's fun, man. I love it. That's pretty much
Awesome.
it.
Awesome.
And Sea of Stars. I've kind of still been playing that.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Kinda.
Well,
Man.
I say kinda because I'm trying to focus on some other stuff that's gonna grow the channel at the moment. I will definitely still play Sea of Stars and finish it one day. But right now I'm trying to change my focus up a bit.
Tisk. For shame.
Shame me all you want.
Shame. So
I didn't say it's not a fun game. I just said I can't right now.
I got you. I am currently going through Sea of Stars. I have got about 4 more chapters. Like, it picked up real fast. Like, it is moving very, very quick. Like, after 9 hours, it moves fast, and then it just keeps getting faster and faster each chapter. Which I feel like a lot of people quit the game before they hit that like 9-hour mark, because that is a lot of time for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But once you pass that, it's good the whole time, but it is slower.
Right.
I'm not sure where you're at, Falcon, in the story.
I think the part that I just got to, I literally just got to the part where we saw what's her name from Street Fighter go through a portal.
Okay.
Hey, she looks like Ibuki. I'm just saying, bro.
Okay, so you're at the top of like the sleepers.
Yeah,
mountain.
we just got yeeted across that mountain, bro.
Yeah, I love that the statue is literally like named Yeet.
Dude, essentially.
No, it like Yeet and Extol, like it's all like throwing things, and one later on is named Punter. And
they're all just named that. Like, that's
great.
That's a great ongoing gag. I love
it's
that.
It's great. I love it.
Dude, oh my gosh.
So I've been playing Sea of Stars. I'm hopefully will roll credits on that this month, not this week, but this month at least. And then I've been playing Power World, which I have enjoyed playing it on stream. And I have been playing it off stream as well, just kind of collecting and just building some stuff up, which has been interesting because normally I don't play that kind of game like off stream. So I was like, okay, I just want to experience it more. And then I got Helldivers 2 this past weekend. And man, that game is interesting and fun.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question about Power World real quick?
Yeah.
And then I want to hear more about Helldivers because I have questions about that too.
Okay.
In Power World, like I played a couple of hours of it by just alone by myself. And it really gets you stuck in a loop where like as soon as you finish a task, it's like, okay, now you need to do this.
Yep.
And so it doesn't really give you a break. I feel like at least through the tutorial parts of it at the beginning, which is I don't know what level that stops at, but I think I got to level 9 or 10 and it was still going, like teaching me how to do stuff.
Yeah.
I noticed that you can't build an assault rifle until like level 44 or something like that. My question is, are you able to like steal other weapons from people in the game, or do you have to craft the weapons that you use?
You have to craft.
And how long did it take you to get an actual like gun?
So you have to craft them. You can pick up bullets, but you cannot pick up other people's weapons unless like someone in your game, like in your party or whatever, has one and they die. Then you could go loot their stuff, which is not good. That would start a fight. But
do they respawn right there? Do they respawn back at the base, or how does that work?
They respawn at the base.
So you could take their stuff back to them potentially.
You could, yes. But to your point, asking like, I've not built a gun for myself yet. I'm almost to a musket, which is like a level 20 something.
Around
but
there.
I have a monkey that has a gun, and I have a penguin that has a bazooka.
Okay.
So here we go. Sounds about right.
So like the pals get weapons before you do in that sense, but I have like a crossbow and I've got other like weapons in that kind of vein and everything. But the loop is very interesting. It does not necessarily like let you breathe, but when you have your base, like as you're building up your base and you're using your pals, you have to do less resource management. When you do play with more people, you go through resources very, very quickly. That's something that I noticed, like playing on my own, I don't really run out of resources. But when I had Nate and Dan playing with me, I would be going to build something and we'd be out of stone or we'd be out of wood, and I didn't have that problem with myself.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Can I add on to that? I forgot to say that I did play this game too, actually, for a while.
Did you play it on stream?
I did not play it on stream. Played it with my friends instead. I didn't really want to add on that additional game to the streams. But I did make a review about it. But anyways, yeah, I played that, and I agree with Zach. When you're playing by yourself, you never really run out of materials. But when you're playing with other people, like they have this chest feature where you can lock the chest so people can't steal items from you. But the thing about the feature is that it doesn't lock the usage of those items that are in the chest. So they can't steal items from you, but they can still use your items in your chest to craft items. So
yeah, well, again, I didn't play for very long, but I did have several pals like working and mining stone and stuff, and there was just piles of it sitting around my my base, right? And I was like, I can't use all this stuff. I don't know. It was weird, but I thought it was
build boxes, man.
I did build boxes, but I hadn't got to that part of the tutorial yet. When I thought that they were already, I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? So finally, it taught me I should build a box. I was like, okay, and then it goes in the box. But but I really felt like, man, that the game, I feel like it tricked all of us into thinking we were all just going to be running around with these pals with mounted machine guns on them and blasting everybody away. And it's not that kind of game. It's more not slow paced, but you got to collect the resources and you have to build the stuff and craft the stuff, and so there is there's work that you got to put into it. It's not like Fortnite where you land on the island and you're picking up weapons and you go.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that from the trailers, and so I just wondered how long it took you to get to the point where you're actually battling. Like I got the flame arrows, bow and arrow. I got up to that point and used that a couple of times, but I haven't picked it up in a week and a half or so to go back and try it again.
Yeah,
but it was, I don't know. It's got some bugs, right? I mean, it's got some. I see a lot of room for improvement, but I see where they're going, and it looks like it could end up being a game that actually lasts for a while for a lot of people, I think. So you said you're having fun with it, so
yeah, definitely am, and it's one of those games that's like, I feel like some of the marketing and the way people have talked about it is not necessarily like on par with what the game is. It feels more like Rust than necessarily like your normal Pokemon, and the Pokemon it feels closest to is like Arceus. That's it's like when you really think about it, it's like those two games put together. It's not your normal Pokemon kind of fare. So yeah,
in my review, I compared it. I was like, yo, this game is a lot like Arceus, Ark Survival, and then like Breath of the Wild. It's like, but I'm like, it's like Pokemon, but it's not like Pokemon. It's not Pokemon with guns. Like,
no,
like everyone else was calling it. So
yeah.
That intro was a blatant ripoff of the intro of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
like you wake up in that cave,
honestly,
the tablet's there, you pick up the tablet and it's talking to you, and then you go outside and the camera pans back, like zooms back.
So I was like,
the valley below you.
Dude,
well, when you find a new place,
person by the fire and talk to him.
Dude, legit, I was recording and I was like, dude.
Yeah.
Nah. I was like, ain't no way they just stole that introduction.
Yeah, they totally did.
The music cues.
Yeah,
music cues sound just like it, and the font, like when you find a new area or whatever, it's almost, if it was blue insteed of white, it would be 100%.
I was like, dude, even the battle music. I'm like, bro, this music sounds straight out of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
pretty
goodness.
funny. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they did a good job at masking it, I should say. It doesn't look like the other games, but it definitely plays like the other games. So
yeah.
Interesting situation. I don't think that I don't as many similarities as there are. I don't think that Nintendo has a case to shut it down. I know a lot of people are still saying, how long is it going to be before Nintendo shuts this down? I don't think there's enough there to shut it down, but legally, but yeah, I'm sure they're not happy about it.
Oh no, definitely not. But yeah, so I've been playing those two, and then Helldivers 2 I jumped into over the weekend, and it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about it. I have a question for you about that one too. Well, it has to do with that and Suicide Squad.
Okay.
So they're not the same game, all right,
No.
but they are both like 4-person squad based live service games.
Yes.
We can at least go that far with it, right? They came out a week apart, and one of them has been a total flop, and one of them has, I don't remember how many people on Steam were playing it, but it was definitely in the tens of thousands, like I can't, maybe hundreds of thousands. It's sold really well. Helldivers 2 has so far.
Yes.
A lot of people are playing it and liking it. And it would seem that one, everybody's okay with, and the other one, everybody's upset with. Why do you think that is?
Well, the game has already sold around 1 million units in less than 1 week.
Right. And this is an indie developer, is it not? Or they're a small dev.
Yeah, they're a smaller dev. It's Arrowhead, but I think the reason why this is doing so well is there's actually heart to the game. The combat is interesting, and the monetization doesn't feel slimy. It doesn't feel like it's in your face. You get a free battle pass, and then there is a premium battle pass, which is more like cosmetic. And there are a few weapons, but they don't really change the game, if you will. But the guns that you get from the get-go, I'm still using the same guns from I'm like level 4 or 5 so far. The guns that I got first match, I'm still using, 2 or 3 hours in. And it feels really, really good to play. Like, the controls are there. You're going to die. I think that's one of the things. It's like, you've got to accept you're going to die a lot in this game. But even when playing with randos with no mics on, everybody communicated, everybody knew what to do, and it was fun the entire time. And that is the thing that is different from Suicide Squad, because that game, the combat was the same thing over and over and over again. I've been encountering new types of enemies. They react different. Some of them have armor. Some of them spray bile and acid. So it's like you're constantly having to use different tactics. You've got different stratagems that you can call in. You can call in orbital bombardments, jets flying over, dropping, different Gatling guns, all this crazy stuff. But it's interesting because you're doing something that is, we've seen Starship Troopers, which this is very, very tongue-in-cheek, bringing liberty and democracy to, that sort of deal, It's hilarious though, but it feels like there's heart and there's care about it. Like, you get to name your ship. My ship is called King of Benevolence. Like, I'm bringing my benevolence to these worlds, like it's just really, really good. The online is getting better. Like, they were doing maintenance while I was playing yesterday, and even then I was still able to jump into several games. So I think the thing that is good about this is that it has heart. Where Suicide Squad might have the budget, this game plays and looks better than Suicide Squad. So
yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't think I can talk about Suicide Squad anymore without getting upset.
I did see an image comparing Harley from Arkham Knight and Harley from this one, and it looked so bad.
It's so
It's
terrible.
9 years apart, and I'm like,
it's so bad.
How? Like the
No,
lighting and effects and all of that.
Yeah. Arkham Knight looks so much better.
Yep.
And just is more interesting to look at, even if the resolution of Suicide Squad is higher or whatever. The environments and the architectural styles and just the art style in general is just so much better in Arkham Knight.
And I don't want to spoil in-game for Suicide Squad or anything, but the interesting thing about Helldivers is that Arrowhead is doing something different where they're constantly monitoring and watching like people play and react and everything. And there's a game master, like kind of like D&D and everything. So they're like, oh, you're doing really well. Let's throw in something crazy here. Because like we were doing great on one mission. Like we were just going through it. And then it was just like, all right, here's wave after wave out of nowhere. And it was like, oh my God, where did these come from? So it's like constantly like going against that, and like you're in a galactic campaign. It feels like the odds are stacked against you. And that's how Suicide Squad should feel, but it doesn't. It's like shoot purple gray dude, times a billion.
Yeah, well, even the combat there. I mean, if you watch video gameplay of the combat, it's like so slow. It looks so slow. I don't know. Joe Cool says, "What about the Joker?"
It's a joke.
Well, what about the Joker?
I know he's coming to like his free DLC and everything.
He is, yeah. He doesn't look as good either as he did in the Arkham series. What does this look like? Whoa, okay, that's different.
Definitely.
There's different things here to try. I haven't tried these other ones. That's really up close and personal, isn't it?
Hi, Zach.
Hey guys.
How was I in the middle?
I don't know, because you were the second one to log on.
Why can't you be in the middle?
You can move it. You can drag and drop it.
You can?
Oh, really?
No way.
Yeah.
You can.
What?
Whoa! It's not that cool. It's just not that cool. I'm overreacting.
I had no idea.
I found that out last Thursday.
Dude, that's actually really cool.
Oh man!
Now you can be in the corner with your little logo.
Yeah, exactly. Joe Cool. It's supposed to be an Elseworld one that works with the team.
Yep. Yeah, because it's all multiverse stuff.
I just, the decisions that they've made about this game are aggravating, to say the least. Well, that's not what we're here to talk about. I've been playing, so I actually sent Falcon a text, I think last week, because I finished playing New Super Mario Brothers DS.
Oh, okay. I do remember that
last week.
Right.
And I'd never played it before. I'd never played it before, so I finished that last week, and that was really fun. I'm a huge Mario fan, so that was really fun for me to play and finish, and I really enjoyed it. I also
good game, man. Good game.
Yeah, it is. I played again a little Power World. I played. I went back a couple nights ago to Starfield. And I have not played Starfield since October, but I know they had like done some patches and some updates, and so I just wanted to check it out and see if I noticed it being different or less glitchy or anything. And I just kind of missing it for a second, and so I was like, I'm gonna try this out again for an hour or whatever. They have done some kind of graphical overhaul, and I didn't look up to see what they've done, but the game is gorgeous now on Xbox. It is stunning. It didn't like look bad before, but there was just like, I don't know. It's just so much better. The lighting, they did something with the lighting, because the lighting is now like everything has a soft glow to it, more reflections. The skin on the NPCs looks better. Like the NPCs look better. Their eyes don't look so crazy. Like it just all looks better. All the lighting and reflections and shadows and stuff look really good now. And even like text on signs and stuff is sharper now. It's much clearer than it was. There was still some stuttering, particularly if you would enter maybe like a new area, or if you enter like at one time I went back to my ship, and it has like the smoke shooting out at the bottom from the engines, and that like made, I think the smoke effect made it stutter for a couple seconds, and then it caught up and it was fine. So it's still not perfect, but it was so much better looking. I mean, I was shocked. I was like, this actually, I do actually want to come back and play this now because I want to see more of this. I don't know. So I might end up going back and playing some more of that here soon, but it looked really good. And so I don't know if you guys played that back last year or not, but it looks better now than it did. A lot better.
I played it when it came out, and I have wanted in a way to go back, but I know it's another time sink, and it's like, Dragon's Dogma is coming out soon, so
well, I didn't finish it, but I got I did some of the side quest stuff, and I don't know, I played for probably 30 hours of it back in September and early October. But I got to a part the other night where you get powers. You start to get superpowers, and I didn't know that.
What?
Because I haven't looked at any spoilers about it. Yeah. I've heard that the end of the game is crazy, and that once you finish the game, you don't want to stop. Like it opens up more to where you want to keep going. But apparently, there's you get multiple superpowers, and I got the first one the other night, and so now it's like, okay, there's another plot twist. There's already been a couple, even in the first 20 hours, and so
it took 30 hours in order to get to that point.
Well, I mean, you have all kinds of weapons and stuff. I mean,
I guess I don't know. I feel like 30 hours is such a long time.
Well, you probably did a lot of side quests.
I did several side quests, and some of the side quests are almost like main quest missions. I mean, they're pretty fleshed out and have multiple steps.
I was just curious. I was like, "Yo, 30 hours?" I was like, I was almost thinking 30 hours of main story. Like I was like, "What?"
No. I would have got there a lot quicker if I just stuck with the main missions.
All right, that makes a lot more sense. All right.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Greg Miller over at Kinda Funny. He's beat the game like 15 times.
Really?
Yeah, like that was his game of the year. He's like, I absolutely love Starfield. He's like, I've played through and beat the game that many times because I enjoy, the story and all of that. And after you beat it once, like you get a lot more, and then you can like have like different things you can do, lives and that sort of deal, like role play kind of stuff. But for him to play that many times, I'm like, it must be good. I
really like the story. What I've seen of it, I liked it back last year, but man, now it just looks prettier.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to go back.
I like
that. I was shocked. I was shocked, Zach, because I just thought that this look who it is. Speaking of pretty, look who it is right here.
Hi, Yugi. Aw.
What it is.
Oh, get the wings,
going,
the wings going, bro.
What's up, guys?
What a beautiful face. I'll have to use that for a thumbnail at some point.
I had to stop by. I saw you guys were having a podcast without me. What is this nonsense? What is this?
What do you want? Hey. What do you want, bro? I'm about to beat down on the box, bro. Oh my gosh. What?
Hey, you want to see something really impressive, Yugi? Watch this.
Yes,
okay.
I do.
This.
Whoa!
I want my spot back!
I am the king of the upper left-hand corner.
Quiet up there. Quiet up there, bro. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you two, settle down. I have to separate you.
This movement. All these movements. It's like Tetris. What's up, guys? How's it going, man? What's up, chat? What's up, everybody?
Oh man.
Had to pull up real quick.
Yeah, well, we're just talking about what games we've been playing. We got distracted by Pal World and Suicide
we're
Squad
still on the first
and all
topic.
kinds of stuff. But
Works.
I was just saying, Starfield got a patch, some kind of upgrade. It looks so much better now than it did back in the fall. Like shockingly better. Everything from the text in the game to the lighting and the shadows and the skin. The skin looks more natural. Like the skin tones and just, I don't know. There's something different about it. The eyes look better. It just all looks better.
Nice.
Like, if you haven't played it because you were like concerned about all the Bethesda's bugs early on in the game, I would say now's the time to go check it out, especially if you have Game Pass.
Dude,
Cool.
nice.
Yeah. What have you been playing, Yugi?
What have I been playing? I've been
Mario Party.
yes. I've been playing a lot of Mario Party with my wife. Playing a lot of. It's funny. Me and Falcon were just talking about this earlier this morning. I've been playing a lot of modded Call of Duty Zombies.
Ooh.
Is it okay? Can I tell the story, Falcon, or not? About what we were laughing about you playing it?
Oh yeah.
Can I say
go
that?
for it, bro.
Okay, because I don't want to embarrass my boy, guys. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, hey, as
But
long
it
as you're
is-
not sharing any of the other information. That's
No.
top
Just it's all about your channel, so it's all promo,
Okay,
my
okay,
guy.
go
You
for
know what I mean?
it.
All right.
I was like,
So-
top secret. I was like, don't tell me.
No.
No.
No. I ain't gonna do you dirty. So,
All right, go for
I've been playing a lot of modded Call of Duty 3 Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now, you know what I mean? If you grew up in that era, like that Zombies era was iconic. Everyone can know the maps, Kino they're toting, old times, 360, beautiful. This recent installment of Modern Warfare 3, that Zombies, that abomination to humanity, that absolute, you know what I mean? On the eyes of the Lord, that should be rebuked. It is not good. It is not good. But I would.
It's not bad. It's
It
that
is,
bad.
yes, it's that bad, dude. So I was talking to Falcon this morning about that. I was like, yeah. Ironically, I've been playing a lot of the older Zombies. He played. Oh man, this is. I really don't want him to take this wrong way, but he played the new Modern Warfare Zombies, right? He played it on stream for like barely 38 minutes, bro.
I think it was 39 minutes, bro. It was
Bro, so
39
ready? So
minutes.
you look. So go on Falcon's channel, yo. What do you see? This is what you see.
Wait,
this is what you see.
can I
This is
can I
videos,
present
right?
something?
Live
Can I
stream.
present something? Am I able to share my
Look-
screen?
Yeah. You see live stream, Modern Warfare Zombies. I'm sad.
Look.
So it's, you know what I'm saying? So
Stream. Okay. If I go to this one, normally I don't share my analytics, but I only share it for this. Okay. If I go over here, okay, there's this one. This was Warzone with. Oh no, not this one. This was the Warzone with viewers. There's this one. Okay. This one is the zombies one, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And
So the very next day, bro, he goes on camera and he's like,
literally,
I'm
it's
sad.
not even the very next day. It's the same day. It's the same day.
it's
bro.
the same day. I was like, yo, it's so. That game is so bad it made my friend depressed, man. He started
Oh my
questioning
goodness,
his YouTube career, bro.
bro.
That's
Zombies
how
is so bad.
trash that game is, man.
It's so bad.
It's hilarious.
Oh.
Normally,
I'm like,
normally I would
oh,
keep
no.
all of my mindset to myself because normally I don't want to go online and just complain. But
Right.
that made me so that literally pushed me over my limit. I was like, dude.
Right, so I'm laughing because
so
I've been
bad.
playing COD. I've been playing Black Ops 3 Zombies modded on PC, having a good time. And I check his channel, and it's like playing Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. I'm sad. I don't know what to do with my channel anymore, guys. I was like, you see, that's how bad. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna make a commentary about that. How far COD has fallen from grace,
Oh,
man.
gosh.
It used to be
man.
It
Yeah.
used to be like the Super Bowl for COD players. You know what I mean? Oh, the
yeah,
new
yeah,
COD's
bro.
coming up. Yo, hey, we taking off work, boys. Hey, we're gonna play on the weekend.
Yep.
Now it's just a yearly depression. That's sad. I feel bad. Like,
Hey, for
It's
context, by the way,
crazy.
I'm fine now. Don't worry, guys. I'm chilling.
oh yeah. But I'm making a light of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
funny
so of
that
course,
that's
of
what
course.
happened. Like, oh my goodness,
Dude,
man.
oh my goodness.
COD
man.
Zombies, you guys need to get it together, man.
Oh,
So So COD Zombies. All right. So one of the other games I've been playing, and I just did a video on Friday. Well, released it on Friday about this Quest 3 game that I've been playing. It's called Demeter, and it's a mixed reality game. So you play it like in your room. You can see your room. You can see all the space in your room. But it has these floating islands that you play this action platformer. You control this little character, and there's a whole sci-fi story that goes along with it. And when you finish an island, you like teleport in this glowing orb that has all this like light trail behind it, and it floats across your room to a new island, and then you beat that one, and there's some enemies maybe to defeat and some puzzles to solve, stuff like that. But it takes place in your house, in your environment, and it's pretty cool. So that's like, I think, the next big thing. I think that has potential to be the next big thing in gaming, is not virtual reality, but mixed reality games. There was just something really unique about it, and I kind of fell in love with it almost immediately.
Yeah.
But there's the next video I think I'm going to do on mixed reality is going to be a COD Zombies-esque game in mixed reality, because there's one called The Cabin, and you're in a cabin, but it's really your house. So you scan your environment, and it places like windows and doors for your cabin, and there's zombies trying to break in, and you got to do wave after wave, and they like come into your home, and it looks so
Sign
cool.
me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. Like, the concept is so simple, but it's so effective.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Throw in mod support, and you've got content for days. It's like, whatever, man. Throw in a season pass, I guess, you greedy heathens. But you know what I mean? Like, it's so annoying that like everything has a battle pass, but it's like the formula works. It's fun. It's engaging.
Right.
You can throw cosmetics, and it's just like, man, the way that they destroyed that. But look at that. See, that's capitalism and gaming, baby. If you don't want to use it, somebody else will. And look at that, mixed reality, they call it.
Yeah, mixed reality. Yeah.
Come on, man.
It looks so cool. It looks so cool.
That's amazing.
I'm probably gonna have that out in a couple of weeks or something.
I gotta check that out. Then. So it's like you got different weapons and stuff like that, and like,
yeah, you start off with, it's COD. You start off with like a pistol, or whatever.
That's awesome.
And every wave you get better weapons, right? And you're trying to protect. You're trying to send a signal so somebody can come in with a rescue helicopter or something and get you out of there. So you got to protect the tower, and you got to protect like the computer that's sending the signal or whatever. And at some point, you get a shotgun and a machine gun and a baseball bat or whatever, and you can carry multiple weapons at a time, and the ammo's, I guess, pretty limited. But yeah, these zombies are like in your face coming into your house, so it's like pretty cool. I mean, yeah, that's really cool, I'm excited to play it. So speaking of COD, all right, what about Xbox? We got some crazy stuff going on with Xbox.
What about Xbox?
If you had asked me, back in the fall about like, is Call of Duty going to get better because Xbox has them now, I would have been like, yeah, you know what? I hope so. I hope that Phil Spencer is gonna kind of clean up Activision a little bit, and they're gonna start to release better games like they used to. And now everything is up in the air and in question concerning Xbox. So are we all kind of familiar with what the rumors are right now? That Xbox, no? Okay, so last week it suddenly like leaked out, supposedly, like this is still all complete rumors, right? Nothing has been confirmed, but that Xbox is about to announce that they are going to start sending their first party games to other consoles. And then it like kept escalating, like it went from they're going to release Hi-Fi Rush and maybe Sea of Thieves to PlayStation and Switch, to all of a sudden it was like, oh, and also Gears of War is probably going to PlayStation. And then it was like, oh wait, yeah, Halo's going to PlayStation too. And then it was like, oh wait, actually, they're not going to make Xboxes anymore, and they're going to become a third-party publisher. And so Xbox is going to be out of the game. Like that's the rumor. And so all of a sudden, all these influencers and YouTubers like started selling their Xboxes and smashing them with baseball bats and setting them on fire, or I don't know, crazy stuff.
Nah,
right?
No,
And
no way.
everybody's
Oh,
kind of buying into this rumor mill right now. Not everybody, but a lot of people that Xbox is done, that they've had enough. They're in third place. They don't want to be in this business anymore. And so they're just out. All right. And Phil Spencer came out Friday.
Quiet nerd. No,
He's like,
Zach.
he's like, victory
Zach
is
over here
mine.
literally not caring.
Yeah.
Zach has an Xbox and Game Pass.
Yeah, but he cares more about PlayStation.
Yeah, it's holding all my
fine.
PlayStation games together.
Oh my god. He's like, yeah, I set all my PlayStation games on top of it.
Yeah.
Look,
Bro.
it's fine. He can like PlayStation more. That's fine. So Phil Spencer came out, I think, on Friday and said, "Hey, listen, we've been listening to y'all. We get it. We are planning a business event for next week. That would be this week now. He didn't say a day, what day, but he's planning a business event.
It's going to be Thursday at 12 p.m.
They announced that?
Yeah,
Wow.
Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be like a podcast. Him and Sarah Bond are going to be on it.
They're both going to be on it?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I had not heard that yet.
That just came out.
Okay. Yeah.
Like today?
Yeah, like just in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bro got the text.
Dude, where did you
He said
get
you
that?
didn't know me and Phil
How'd you
talk?
Did Sarah Bond text you and say, "Hey, we've announced it"?
I got
Hey, by the way.
connections.
Yo, for real.
Dude, honestly though, 10 minutes, bro? Dude.
You got that
Yeah.
X notification, I think.
Yo,
That's
for
what you
real,
got.
bro.
Oh my gosh. Not X, bro. Oh my gosh.
X, formerly known as Twitter.
There we go.
Well, yeah. So, gosh, there's so much here, but what do we think this means? Okay, I don't even know how to break this down into segments. First off, what do you think well, I guess we know now what a business event means. We mean it's going to mean a podcast-esque style thing with Sarah Bond, the head of Xbox, and Phil Spencer, the head of Microsoft Gaming. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like. Did it specify like how long that was going to be?
Let me get back to it real quick, and I'll tell you.
Because I feel like they have a lot of questions to answer. Yes.
So it is. Oh, it's going to be Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, and Matt Booty as they share business updates. But it is going to be the official Xbox podcast, and it will be 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So,
okay.
Thursday.
On Thursday, 3 p.m.
Sorry, that was not 10 minutes ago. I saw it 10 minutes ago. This was like 8 hours ago.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, yo. Wait, 8 hours ago, though. Dang.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't see something about it.
I'm surprised.
Same.
Well, okay. So that's what it's going to be then. So, Falcon, you had something to say?
All I have to say is blasphemy. There's no way they would ever do that. That's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, even if they're in third, they're still making a good amount of money. Like, they're making money from all the stuff they're doing. It's not like they're losing money. Like, they're chilling.
Well, okay. They're the most valuable company in the world right now. Xbox, or not Xbox, but Microsoft is.
Microsoft, yeah.
So they have plenty of money. That is true. But they also don't really. I mean, I'm trying to look at this thing from all sides. All right, they don't really make hardware. They're not a hardware company. That's not their bread and butter. They make Windows and they make software for Windows, and they have a games division and they make games, which is software. So there is an argument to be made that, you know what, Phil Spencer might want to keep making Xbox, but he's got people he has to answer to, and maybe the higher ups are to the point where they're like, you know what, we're going to stick to our strengths because we're a business and businesses have to make money, and we're the most valuable company in the world and we want to stay there. So maybe they're going to force him to and Xbox to totally change and get out of the hardware game, but not lose the software side of it. So maybe they do become a third party publisher, and maybe that's been the plan the whole time. Maybe that's been why they've been acquiring all these studios, so that they could do that. I don't know. Zach, what do you think about that?
So just to give you some hard numbers real quick, the Xbox Series X and S over the last 3 years have sold 20 million units combined. They sold 3.14 last year. In that same time, Sony has sold 50 million consoles. Yeah. So that's just kind of showing you like where the two are in that situation and everything. But we also see the push for Game Pass, which I want to bring up a Verge article, just kind of break down Tom Warren at the Verge. This is kind of this kind of push us into where I think this is more about. But Xbox Game Pass has slowed down. Reason why a number of Xbox exclusives are coming to competing consoles. 100 million subscribers by 2020 or 2030 was the goal, but it is stalled and is currently sitting around 33 million. Hi-Fi Rush and Pentiment are the first two games that are set to appear on the rival consoles. Sea of Thieves set for the other consoles later this year, and other first-party titles are being considered. Now, I don't think that, and earlier this week, Phil Spencer talked about they have multiple kinds of devices, and they're not having any plans of stopping making any devices. So I think people are blowing this out of proportion, to be honest.
Wait, that comment, that's still a rumored comment, right? That was an internal comment.
No, this was
because what I read was they had a town hall style meeting within Xbox with their employees where he said something about how they're not getting out of the console business. They're going to keep making consoles, but that's not been officially stated by the company. That's my understanding of that.
It's not been officially stated, but Xbox has sold at a loss for a very long time. That's just kind of how their model works. And PlayStation and Nintendo have sold consoles at a loss as well. Like, it's not unusual, because
it's pretty common practice. Yeah.
Because most of the time it's like, okay, we take a little bit of a loss on the console, we make it up on the game sales. Because even now with like games going digital, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo are taking a large cut out of each digital sale, and they don't even have to touch anything at this point. Like, they don't have to do anything. Most people have gone digital, so like the cost of like putting a disc out is like gone down drastically. But I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, they're putting their games on different consoles. It's been Phil Spencer's whole thing since 2012, 2013 to go everywhere. Like, he wants his games everywhere. And I still think we will get another Xbox or two out of this. I don't think, people are ready to give up on Xbox, like the actual console, because I like my Xbox Series X. I've liked every one that I've gotten. Have I played them less than my PlayStation? Yes, because most of the time they don't have as many good games that I'm interested in. But Game Pass, like, I've been playing more my Xbox than my PlayStation the last few months, which is not normal. But PlayStation doesn't have a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's being blown out of proportion as well. I don't think they're exiting the console market yet. I think there's probably going to come a day when all three of them might exit the console making market, because of how graphics chips and stuff are getting smaller and smaller. Like, who's to say that someday your TV itself won't be powerful enough to just run these games and have the storage capacity to download these games from the Nintendo eShop? That's an app on your TV. That would save all of them a lot of money. in manufacturing and shipping cost of consoles.
Well, think about Samsung TVs. They come already
with
now
Game Pass.
with Game Pass and xCloud, and it works really well. And even some of them come with an Xbox controller. So all you have to do is boom, charge it up, and you're ready to go. Like I have a friend, he doesn't own an Xbox, and he started playing the Star game that we were talking about, Starfield. Yeah, and he was like, "Wow, that was really cool," and he didn't have to download the game.
Yeah, my brother. Like when I say my brother, every single time I say my brother, I always remember that I have 4 other ones. Anyways, one of my
only
brothers,
one of them.
one of my brothers recently was using the Xbox app on his phone to screenplay his one of the games on his Xbox. Like he was literally just playing it off of his phone and then connected it with Bluetooth to his phone, like the remote, and then just played it from there.
Yeah, all the mobile controller reviews I've done, that's what I do. I load up Game Pass on my phone, and I can try all kinds of games and just get some B-roll with it. And it looks and works really well. I hope that the future isn't streaming games. I hope that we can actually still download them and play them, on device. But because there's too many places where it just won't work.
Yeah.
But I'm talking 20, 30 years down the road. Who's to say that doesn't happen? But in the foreseeable, next 10 years or so, I don't think that Xbox is going to quit making consoles. I just don't. I think that what they've seen this past week, the outrage, the lashing out towards them from the thought of them exiting the console market is enough to maybe keep them making consoles for a little while.
Or they're like,
all of the actual
all that money. They're like, look at all that money.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like they're like, the marketing ploy has worked.
Hey, when you scare them, they're like, oh, free. No, they're like, dude, I noticed that in the videos that I post, bro. That's like with everything. Like that's like just a general rule of thumb. Like fear does some crazy stuff, bro.
Well, that's. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. So what do you think about the possibility of Game Pass coming to PlayStation and Nintendo? Any thoughts there? It would be cool, honestly, right? It would be cool.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm all for it, but
I don't think that it's possible, and the reason is I've been thinking about this. So it'd be really nice. It'd be cool if you could have that subscription everywhere. But how does having Game Pass on PlayStation, how does that eat into PlayStation's ability to sell third-party games specifically that are also on their storefront? If it's already on Game Pass because Microsoft struck a deal, well, then that eats into Sony's revenue. Like if it was just first party games and that was all you could get on PlayStation on Game Pass, I could see them doing something like that. But if it's Game Pass as it exists right now with all 400 games or whatever that they have on there, a lot of which are third party games, I think that because these rumors have been around for a long time. These rumors about Game Pass coming to Switch started way back in like 2018 or something, with when it was called xCloud still. And there were rumors then about Halo, like the Master Chief Collection coming to Switch way back in 2018, 2019. That never came to fruition. But I think that the third party side of it has a lot to do with that. That's
I think if they were to do something on it, I think it would probably be like you said, it would probably be more related to first party games because like other companies would be losing money from that deal.
Right.
And they wouldn't want to make a deal like that. That just doesn't make sense. Yeah. So yeah, if they did first party games though, I could see it happening. But also at the same time, my view on Nintendo Switch right now is like, I'm like, bro, how could they even run half the things that are on the other systems right now?
Well, Game Pass, it would be cloud. It would be cloud streamed on the Switch.
With
That's
Hitman, it already does that. Like several of the bigger games already do
All right.
cloud.
But
I haven't
Game
had a good
Pass,
experience with cloud play, so I'm just like I'm so on the edge about it, bro.
yeah.
Game Pass works better than I think. Like Hitman they were using their own servers to stream that or whatever, and I think the Game Pass would work a lot better on Switch. But I don't know. It might only have a 2.4 gigahertz chip in it though, Wi-Fi wise, which might actually hurt it some.
Yeah.
Rather than being 5 gigahertz. But that doesn't mean the
It'd be
Switch
slow.
2 won't be able to handle it better. Like
Right.
Switch 2, and we're gonna get to that in a second. But that seems close.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Zach?
To your point about like third party and everything, if Sony is getting a percentage of Game Pass subscriptions on PlayStation, I think they would be happy with it, because with Game Pass, there are games come and go on that. They're not like an eternal kind of thing.
Yeah.
And on Xbox, they have seen games that are on Game Pass when they leave, there is a spike in sales once they leave. So Sony would essentially still get a good bit of sales, but they're also getting guaranteed revenue each and every month. The only thing I just don't think that Xbox will do Game Pass on Sony. They will probably put their first party games on there for full price. And be limited. That's kind of how I see them moving forward, because PlayStation and Xbox, Jim Ryan kind of pooed the bed, if you will. But Switch, they have a much better relationship with Nintendo, and Xbox has really wanted to get into the Japanese market.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Sony and Nintendo are both headquartered in Japan. So, but yeah, they do have a much better relationship with Nintendo right now. And the other thing about this backlash that I don't understand, Zach, is that it's not like Microsoft doesn't have other games on PlayStation and Switch. You got the Ori games are on Switch and on PlayStation. Minecraft is everywhere.
Yeah.
Hellblade is on Switch. I don't know if it's on PlayStation. I assume it is.
Which one is it?
Hellblade.
Hellblade was originally not part. It was on PlayStation, but it wasn't owned by Xbox then. But the new one's not coming on there, and Ori isn't on PlayStation at all.
Well, I know that after Xbox owned it, they ported it to Switch. So it's not like unprecedented for them to be bringing games to other platforms that are owned by them. So I really don't understand all of this backlash that's gone on from so many people. I mean,
I think it's the like old school console wars kind of stuff, and a lot of that like comes from you used to only could afford one console,
right?
So it would be like, oh well, PlayStation's the best. It's like the only reason you're saying that is because you only have PlayStation,
right?
That's what I would growing up. I had PlayStation. A lot of my friends had Nintendo, so Nintendo sucked. Like that's automatically, because you're a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
He just called you all out.
Really did, bro.
Yeah. Well,
I agree.
I agree. Yeah.
You breaking your Xbox? You look crazy.
Dude, honestly, that's just great. Dude, it was
give it to Falcon. Just give it to Falcon, y'all.
Yeah, right? I will gladly take your new gen Xbox console, please.
Falcon be like, it's trash. Give it to me.
It's trash. It's
I'll destroy it.
I'll throw it off the building. This fall. I'll get on the roof and get a ladder.
It's just a Lego building.
Yeah. I'll get on the building. They're like, I hope you step on a Lego. I'm like, yeah, I hope I do man. In this case. Bro.
That's funny. That's funny. Dude. Yeah, I think the thing that really ticked people off maybe was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, was when somebody, I don't know who it was, but some news outlet said Indiana Jones is going to come to PlayStation day and date with the Xbox release. And
that'd be crazy,
man. I just don't know. That would, I can see why that would be very aggravating, because the thing that Xbox really needs, that Phil Spencer for all of his good traits, doesn't seem to understand is they need exclusives. If you want the sale of your console to go up past 20 million and compete with PlayStation, you need good exclusive games. That is what sells systems. That is why Nintendo has sold 130 million Switches. Is because they have good exclusive games that you cannot experience anywhere else. They don't port their games anywhere. You know,
people be buying Nintendo products just to play Pokemon.
Yep.
I want to play the new Pokemon. There it is. Buy a new Nintendo.
Exactly.
Yep.
Or Animal Crossing or
Zelda is
Smash
a big
Brothers or Zelda.
In my circles,
whatever
like
it is.
every time a new Zelda comes out, they got to get the new console. They have to.
Yep. That's what my brother did before because he really liked Pokemon. And so like when once they released Pokemon Sword and Shield, he was like, dang it, I have to go get the Switch now.
It's the only reason why I bought. I don't know if you remember, guys. That's the only reason why I bought my PS5 was for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
because everything is so interwoven now that the lines of like console are so blurred. So I could just play anything on my PC nowadays. So it's like
exactly.
That's why when I first heard you say it, I was like, I can see why. If it's true, I can see why. Because it's like the more the internet gets better, the more the hardware gets better. The justification for the money of making consoles starts to look less appealing. And then before you know it, Bill Gates is going to be like, I knew it. Because if you remember when they first pitched Xbox, he thought it was an insult. He actually felt disrespected. They were like, what are you doing? What this isn't what I'm about. You know what I mean? And so now it's like, it's funny that now what he probably felt is coming into fruition to where he's like, you know, like what Zach was saying earlier, he goes where the money is, man. He's a businessman.
Yeah.
It don't make money. It don't make sense.
You know,
and that's what businesses are about. They don't care about you.
Yeah.
No.
You know, like for as much as like Xbox and Phil Spencer has done a good job of like having relationships with content creators and you know, influencers and stuff, I would say they probably do the best out of the big three at like creating bonds between influencers and the company. At the end of the day, that's not what they're about. They are not your friend. They are a business, and they have to make money.
And you know they're gonna soften the blow if it happens. They're gonna be like, you know, buy this new PC, get a year's worth of Game Pass. Like, you know what I mean? They're gonna soften the blow to the point where it almost makes no sense to have a console. But my bad, Zach. Go ahead.
You're good. I was just going to say, I know people right now are going crazy over buying PlayStation 5s so they can play Foam Stars.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Can we just take a... Did you play Foam Stars?
I haven't yet, but I did that for Yugi because I know I did it just for you.
I thought you was asking me, like, what do I look like, bro?
Hey,
I played it.
Yeah, we're not going to play Helldivers tomorrow. We're just going to play Foam Stars.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Definitely do that.
Oh, my gosh, bro.
I didn't bring it up because earlier
No.
I'm embarrassed that I played it. But I played through the tutorial, and it is, man, it is Falcon. What's that word you like to use? Derpy. It is the derpiest game. Am I using that right? It is corny. It is cheesy. It is like
cringe.
It is bad. It is cringe. It is cringe. The tutorial is 100% cringe. It is so bad.
No.
It is so bad. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't even like it's hard to even dissect.
Okay, it's not what's that dinosaur game you play? It's not bad like that bad. Like you want to play.
No. That was bad fun.
Wasn't that
Exoprimal?
Bad.
Exoprimal.
Exoprimal was addictive. It was fun. But this is just bad. And I am like, this is another one of those games like what was that one? Babylon's Fall or something like that was gone within a year. I don't see this lasting more than a year. It is really bad. It's
yikes.
Like it's hard to even tell what's going on. So to eliminate an opponent, you have to spray them with the soap. Like you got to soap them up, all right? And then you pull out your magic surfboard and you surf across the bubbles and slam into them to make them like explode or whatever. And then they go back to their spawn point and have to come back out. It's like real weird. And you can't see what's going on half the time because the bubbles build up as you shoot them in front of you. So you're like, you can't see, like you're making a mountain of soap and then you can't see over it to where people are or where they're coming from. But then you have the surfboard to like traverse over it and like glide through it. And you're two different colors, like in Splatoon. But the colors are like they're like really pale. They're like faded.
Pastel.
They're really pastel colored where
So
they it's hard to even tell them apart from one another, the two teams, I thought. And I was playing on a 75-inch TV. So
Dude,
I don't know.
Oh my god.
It's just not a good game. And
dude,
I think he sold
it.
Zach.
Trailer, dude, instantly when I saw that trailer, bro, and you guys, I was like, what is like you guys talked about it. I was like, what is this? I like didn't even hear about it, first of all. And you know what? I still haven't heard anything about it until just now. But when I saw that trailer, I was like, dude, this is going nowhere.
Yeah.
Zach, let's start a clan, Bed Bath and Beyond, bro.
Let's do it, man. Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
That's so. Why is that so, like, disappointingly expected?
Yep.
You know,
the characters are cringe, man. The dialogue is just I just play through the intro just so you can know what I'm saying. Like it's so bad.
I'll go play Helldivers.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
We good, fam.
That's crazy, man. That's a shame. Didn't we say that? Like, if it fails bad, then yeah, that's yikes.
It's like the city you're in is like supposed to be like Las Vegas or something. I can't remember what they call it, but they're and this is like the big entertainment thing in the city, these battles, and it's just they missed the mark on that one. Anyway, so okay, so I don't think Xbox is leaving. I don't think they're gonna leave the console thing, but I do wonder if this is all so they took them like 2 years to buy Activision, right?
Yes.
And what was the main problem with why they couldn't get that passed?
It was FTC and the CMA with monopolies.
Monopolies. It's like, well, you're gonna be too big. You're gonna be too big if this is an exclusive to you. And they're like, no. we're gonna bring Call of Duty everywhere. It's gonna stay everywhere, just like it is now, you know. And they made deals with it. They're gonna bring it to Nintendo for the next 10 years or whatever. And
lordy.
I wonder if some of this is them saying, you know what, we had such a hard time buying the studio. We want to buy more. Let's just tell everybody we're going multi-platform. Let's just tell them that's what we're doing. That's our plan. That is our business plan moving forward, is that we're not going to have exclusives anymore. We're going to send everything everywhere. And then we can buy whoever the heck we want. I wonder if that's what's going on.
Yeah, but at some point there will be a stop to it because.
Well, yeah. At some point you buy everything.
yeah. Look at Disney. They haven't stopped yet.
Bro, oh my goodness. Okay. Continue. Don't mind me. Dude.
Their recent, you're thinking about their recent
I
investment.
am, bro.
Which honestly has me worried about Fortnite, about the future of Fortnite.
Bro, I've been worried about the future of Fortnite ever since Chapter 1 ended, bro. Anyways.
Oh, yeah. Well,
dude.
That's true too.
What?
So,
yeah, we're going off topic, but I'm curious to know why you're worried, actually. But we'll, you know what I mean? I don't know if you want to go that off topic.
We don't have time to get into it.
Dude,
really?
We don't have time to get into all that.
I'm gonna have to remind you next podcast, bro.
The next podcast will just all have to be
for real.
Yes about that.
I think that it. I think that what concerns me is what strings were attached to that $1.5 billion. And I don't know that we know that, but
okay.
I think that's concerning.
Well, Epic has been going through a lot of issues. They've been closing and laying off a lot of people. So it could be Disney stepping in, and like how much was that 1.5 billion? You know, how much percentage of the company do they own now?
Right, exactly.
With plans to buy the rest of it down the road.
Yeah.
And I don't even know, man. We can't talk about this. We don't have time for
Yeah, I'm
this.
sorry. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
They've gotten into video games so many times,
Yep.
and they always pull out. So
Yep.
I don't understand what they're doing here.
Right.
But anyway,
Oh
all right.
my
So
gosh.
all of this talk about Xbox. All right. Some of these reactions, man. I'm just looking at some of these reactions online, and I'm thinking, okay, you just took a baseball bat to your Xbox. You just ripped it out from your entertainment center and went to wherever and sold it. You know, it's extreme. It's extreme. And it was making me think about and reflect on this story in the Bible in 1 Kings 18, where Elijah he's a prophet, and he's like the last prophet of God, right? Is what he says in this passage. And everybody else is worshiping this idol, this false god. And the false god has like 500 prophets or whatever. And he says, look, let's just put our gods to the test. Let's just put them to the test. And he says, we're going to set up 2 altars up here, and everybody can come. Everybody can come out here and watch. All right. We'll just see what happens. So they set up 2 altars. And what are you laughing at, man?
I'm just thinking that PlayStation is the one that serves God, and the Xbox is the one that serves Baal.
I'm not even talking about that.
Why did you say that? Stop! Oh
That's
my
amazing.
god, dude!
He said
That's
PlayStation's
crazy.
God's console.
Dude, oh my freaking goodness, dude.
Sorry, keep
You know,
going.
I don't even blame you for that one, Zach. I blame Bill for asking why you were laughing. I already
That's
knew it was bad. I
crazy.
saw your face go red.
Just gonna
like-
solo myself for a minute.
That's crazy.
It sets up these 2 altars. One's to Baal, one's to Yahweh, and they say, okay, you guys go first. We're going to sacrifice something to your God, and then you call on him and see if he brings down fire. Whichever God brings down fire from heaven on the altar to consume the offering, that must be the one true God. And so these 500 prophets, they go out there and they start dancing around and calling on their God. And it gets to the point where like hours are starting to go by, no fire from heaven. And they start reacting more and more extremely. So it starts with them just asking, and then they start jumping around and dancing around, and eventually they end up cutting themselves like with swords and knives, like lashes on their body to show their dedication, I guess, to this false god, and nothing happens. And of course, I'm paraphrasing for time here, but it's in 1 Kings 18 if anybody wants to read it. And so then Elijah gets up after several hours of this going on. Elijah gets up and he says, all right, let's prepare the altar to the Lord. And he asks them to bring buckets and buckets of water and pour it on top of the altar, and it washes down over the altar. And he's like, let's dig a trench around the altar to hold the water. And so they do, and they pour so much water on it that it fills up the trench, and it soaks the wood on the altar. It soaks the sacrifice. It's all soaked. And if you've ever built a fire, you know that you can't set a fire when your wood has become all wet. If it's been out in the rain or whatever, it doesn't burn. It's impossible. You can't get it to light. And so, so then Elijah prays in front of all the people. And he tells them, he says, everybody come near. And I love this because they've been worshiping a false god. And what does Elijah do? He says, you're all standing way back. Everybody come near. Come near. And I love that invitation to just come closer, come near to God. In the midst of your sin, come near. In the midst of your doubt, come near. I love this. I love this. And so they come near, and then he prays, and immediately God sends fire down from heaven, and the altar is ablaze in this fire. And it's so much so that it says that the fire licked up the water in the trench to where it was completely dried and burned. And he didn't have to do anything except just talk and ask. And there's a peace in it, in like a confidence in it, where Elijah just does this. He doesn't have to act out in some extreme fashion, because he's worshiping what is true and what is right. He's worshiping the true God. And so I look at people reacting this way, and I think, man, it almost makes me sad. It makes me sad in a way that people would feel so strongly about a material possession, about a company that they have been faithful to, that when it's rumored that maybe they might exit the console market, that they would need to lash out in these extreme ways. And oh yeah. Joe Cool says he asks them when they're praying and cutting themselves and stuff, hey, is your God, is he on the toilet? Is he too busy? Is he on vacation? Is he asleep? He starts like mocking them and asking them these silly questions.
He was talking smack.
He really was.
He was talking smack. It's a great story.
That's hilarious.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But man, I just think, we got to remember who we are, and we got to remember whose we are, especially if we're believers.
Yeah.
We got to remember whose we are, because keeping our mind and our eyes fixed on the right thing, which is God himself, Jesus himself, man, that's going to help correct your vision. It's going to help correct your mindset towards things and keep it on the right tracks to where, you know what? Okay. I love my Xbox Series X. I like playing it. I play it more than my PlayStation 2, Zach. But this doesn't rattle me. If this comes true this week, this Thursday, if Phil, the first thing he says is, we're not making Xboxes anymore. Well, okay. it was nice while it lasted. I enjoyed my time with it, but I'm going to be okay, because this is not the apple of my eye. This is not the thing, my, what's the phrase? Affection. Oh man, why can't I think of it? The object of my affection. It's not the object of my affection. God is, because of what he's done for me, and he's saved me from sin and death and just me destroying myself. He saved me from that. He saved me from myself. And Xbox hasn't done that. I've had fun with it, but and that's great. That's fine. But it can't be the point of my life. All right. You got any thoughts, anything to add to that? That story?
Great story.
Dude.
It's true. Like just like you said in that story, and just like it is in real life. Since Elijah had so much confidence to the point where he's saying, like, come closer, right? So he knew nothing was going to happen to him. Right. And he knew that what was going to happen was going to happen. I think it's kind of one of those things where, like, unfortunately, I think people, because they put their love into material things, that's exactly what God is going to do to you. Yeah. That's what he's going to do. If that's what he has to do to get ready to get you to turn to him, and because unfortunately some people make things their idols, and I'm not saying that's what they're doing. I hope, let's benefit of the doubt, let's assume they're doing it for the memes, right? But
yeah, I thought about that too, yeah.
which would be the ideal, but let's be honest, there are some people who are genuinely upset. Maybe not, they don't even realize that they're probably being sinful, they're probably just genuinely upset that, like, hey, like, this really sucks. I spent my whole childhood on Xbox, my gamer score is going to be gone. They felt like an attachment there to it. Hey, if that's what God's got to do sometimes to get you to look to him, you know what I mean, in one way or another, right? so be it. Everything happens for a reason. You just got to look at it that way. It's all for his glory. So absolutely, yeah. Like in that aspect, I think that's important that we focus on what is true and who isn't going to let us down, who isn't going to change on us, right? But I guess like in a more roundabout way to look at it, you can look at it in that you can't you get too caught up sometimes in this whole like fandom thing that it really does get fanatical, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't think that's what gaming even is about. That's not even put it just in there. I think gaming is just about the part of like having fun, the art of it, and all that stuff. I don't know where it gets to this point where it gets so fanatical. And like Zach was saying, like that's like kind of childish. You know what I mean? Like we're grown adults. Like
Exactly.
I think now gaming is so accessible that if you're still on that console war stuff, it's kind of like I just kind of feel sorry for you now. Like you're still on that. Like
Yeah, I thought about that before. Like when I talk to a lot of my other friends, like they're like, "Oh yeah, I only play PlayStation." I'm like, okay,
it's
have
weird.
fun. Yeah, I'm like, have fun being singled out. I'm like,
right.
like that you would be if you played other things, you'd have like everything. I mean, like, and then how much people take pride in all of this stuff. Like, this is a hot take, and I know we just had the Super Bowl yesterday, but I'm gonna say it anyways. People take so much pride in it, and they keep on saying my team, my team. But the fact is, they don't know about you. They don't know who you are.
Tell them.
And it's not a big thing. People take so much pride in football and all that kind of stuff, and they like treat it like that thing they always need to be watching. They put it high on their priority list when they're not getting anything from it. That's not giving them anything. You know, in the same way, I feel like people do that with game consoles and with the companies that they support. They put it so high on their list, and they're like, "Oh, this is my company. I love these guys." I'm like, bro, they don't care about you. They don't know who you are. And then they think that like when they do a bad decision, they think that the response from them specifically, they're like, "Oh, well, I can't have that. I'm gonna go throw my Xbox out a window," and then hopefully they respond. They're not. They don't care.
Yep.
Like,
and that's just like life advice. Like sometimes admiration, you gotta cut it before it becomes idolization. You gotta leave it right there. Leave it right there. Don't, because once you cross there, then that's when you start getting upset and getting all crazy. But you can admire something, and be like, "Oh, I like that company. They do good things." But when you start getting all upset when they veer, it's weird. You can, people.
I guess I should clarify before anyone says anything. Yes, I have made like stabs at Zach now and then, okay, because of PlayStation. But it's all in good fun. I'm not saying, "Oh, Xbox is the best thing." I'm just clarifying. I'm just clarifying. And then when Derek said that comment about Zelda
Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm like, it's just all in good fun, okay? Even though I will never let him live that down, it's just all in good fun.
It's all content. It's all good.
Exactly.
It's when your hope is not in one of these companies, it's easy to just have fun with each other, and I think that's what we do. We can poke fun of each other a little bit and about what we like to play and whatever, and it's not the end of the world, because I know that Yuki doesn't worship Spider-Man 2 like he worships Jesus, and so
Absolutely.
If I didn't, I do like Spider-Man 2 as well. But if I didn't, I could poke fun of him for it, and it wouldn't be the end of the world, because I know that that's not the object of his affection again.
Amen.
Yeah, and like I'm a self-proclaimed Sony pony and everything, but they've made bad choices. Jim Ryan is not the greatest leader, for Sony, and thankfully, he's, retiring and everything. But when this is just an example. I used to idolize the Nerd Cave. Like everything was the Nerd Cave. Everything that I did, I'd work all day. I'd come home. I'd eat. I'd go record a video. I'd edit it, put it out, go to bed, and do that over and over and over. And there was no time for my wife. There was no time for friends. There was no time for family. There was no time for God. And it got to the point where God was like, "Okay, you have to stop." And for 9 months, I didn't do anything or make anything. And it was so difficult for me. But getting those priorities in line made me a much healthier person. And like my view on content, like there's times where I want to like, oh, I got to make this video. But it's like, I'm not here to toil for content. This is a fun side thing. Yes, I would love it to be full time, but when that becomes a thing, when the priority shifts to that, that's not healthy. And the same thing with like these companies, like Falcon was saying, they don't care about you. That I've called out Jim Ryan several times. I never got a phone call from him. So and it's like realizing that it's like whatever in your life, it might not be a console, it might be a musician, it might be an actor, it might be a Marvel, whatever it is. It's like you've got to realize that those things are things. They're not real. When it really comes down to it, like the end of the day, they're not going to save your life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Amen. Yeah.
Amen.
Very good. Very good discussion.
Agreed.
Man, I really like talking to you guys.
Same.
Honestly, dude, I am so glad that I met all of you guys. I'm like, dude, honestly, every single time, every single time we have like a conversation, like a biblical conversation, I'm just like, dang. Wow. I'm just like, dude, I'm just like, I love talking about the games. That's fun and all. But then we start talking about the Bible and I just get excited. Because it's just, oh,
absolutely,
spirit, baby.
It makes me happy to know that there's other people in the world that actually they're actually a Christian and they actually like profess the word of God,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So many times I'm like, I look at other people and I'm like, dang, that's rough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel super blessed to have met all of you, each of you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, met you virtually anyway.
W.
Maybe someday we'll meet face to face. Who knows?
Facts.
Falcon, do you need to leave?
I have like 5 more minutes.
Okay. All right.
I gotta jet with him too, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to leave in the middle of the podcast, but I do have some other stuff on my schedule.
Yeah.
Well,
sucks.
We'll just move on into Super Switch. There's supposed to be a Nintendo Direct supposedly, maybe this week. It might be at the same time as Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond's podcast.
Bro, oh my goodness. If they do something at the same time again, I swear.
I don't know how this keeps happening. Yeah.
Dude. They have access, like they hacked into Microsoft's calendar, like or Microsoft hacked into Nintendo's calendar. They're like, oh, well, I don't
think that the Xbox thing was supposed to happen until the end of the month. But they've moved up the timetable because of all the backlash.
Oh, okay. So Microsoft's the one who stole the calendar.
It's past Falcon's bedtime.
Bro, guys, I don't go to bed until like 12. What you guys talking about?
Let's keep changing.
That's me.
Having a bedtime scam. A bedtime scam?
Who sleeps in 2024? Bro, he meant to put a comma. Wow, Jordan having a bedtime scam. Yeah.
Very good.
Some people still sleep in 2024, Tej. Some people do still sleep in 2024.
Well, Super Switch, Switch 2, whatever you want to call it. Do you all have an opinion about this? I don't think it's going to be announced this week at this Direct. What do you think this Direct will be about? You think they got anything else up their sleeve?
I do wonder what they got up their sleeve because I feel like they shared a lot of the things that are going to be coming out last year. I'm like, what else are they making? I'm curious.
We're going to see Princess Peach Showtime. We're going to get more of that, more gameplay. Mario versus Donkey Kong, we'll probably see another trailer for that because it comes out this month.
Yeah.
And then Paper Mario, A Thousand Year Door will get a release date as well as Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Those are my predictions.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I wonder if this is going to be one of those
partner
third-party showcase things. What do they call those? Partner showcase?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be one of those instead of and not have any Nintendo stuff because I don't know. It could be, or you could be right. It could just be a smattering of different things with some release date confirmations and stuff. But I don't think there'll be a console. I do think that with their fiscal year ending in March, I do wonder if they will announce the console. I think I've said this for a year. I think they're going to announce it for, either in March or April. I could see them doing like, this is the Switch's 8-year anniversary or whatever, however many years it's been.
All right.
7 years, 8 years.
2016.
I can't. It's one of those.
8 years.
And saying, here's what's coming next, and that being like a big March announcement, even maybe on March 3rd. And revealing the Switch 2 or whatever it's going to be called. Do you guys think it's going to be pretty much a straight sequel, just more powerful hardware, or do you think there'll be some kind of crazy new gimmick with it?
I think that it would be safe for them to rebrand. Not rebrand like their Switch that they already have right now, but I still feel like it's hard to say. I mean, they did it with the Wii and the Wii U, so.
Well, hopefully they learned their lesson from the Wii U.
Yeah, facts though. I'm like, it wasn't that good. The Wii U wasn't that good.
WND, weird Nintendo decisions always have to come into play.
True.
So I want them to keep the Switch and just make it more powerful, but they might put a nunchuck and a dongle and you have to go catch a horse to go play the game or something like that. Who knows? Like
yeah, sorry, if you don't have your confirmation that you own a horse, you cannot get the new console.
Yeah.
It actually hooks up like to the horse like a saddle, and then it's like AR,
Yep.
Yeah.
All our games are now horse.
Yes, the DS to the 3DS, it was a good decision, but it did not sell as well. They have a problem with their sequels not selling as well as their predecessors. The Super Nintendo did not do as well as the Nintendo, I don't think. The Wii U did not do as well as the Wii. I don't think the Game Boy Advance did not do as well as the Game Boy, and the 3DS did not do as well as the DS. So
people don't even remember the DSi in the middle of that.
DSi, wow.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I hope that it can play games better than the previous Switch as well. I like what Xbox did with their backwards compatibility program, where a lot of things like got higher refresh rates and got auto HDR and up-res some stuff. That was really cool, and I would love to see something like that coming from Nintendo and Nvidia. That would be amazing.
If they brought back a lot of their stuff from the Wii, like, oh my goodness, that'd be awesome for them.
Facts.
Yeah. If we could somehow come back for even if it's for Nintendo Online, their Switch
they
Online
do that
service.
thing, like where they've been doing like for the Game Boy and the Nintendo.
Yeah. They could do that but GameCube has to come first. We need GameCube.
Yeah, honestly.
Too many games are stuck on the GameCube, and we need them modernized. We need them back.
Yes, please.
please.
Give it now. All the GameCube games. All of them. I want the whole catalog.
No.
Not all the GameCube games. I don't. Maybe just some of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely the good ones.
Bro, there's so many good ones.
What we got here? Honestly, in my opinion, one of the downsides of the 3DS is there was no way to stream the games to YouTube, etc. Yeah, you had to have a camera on it. There was no
camera,
output.
Emulator. There wasn't a lot to do.
Man, this is just, I'm thinking about 3DS. I don't think I sent this to you, Zach, but I know I sent it to Yugi and Falcon. That this the AO Neo flip or something like that. It's a handheld computer PC, but it flips up and it has it's dual screen.
Yes,
it looks insane, and you can watch YouTube on the bottom screen. Oh yeah, here it is. You can watch YouTube on the bottom screen while you're playing a game on the top screen, and it's that clamshell design, so you can keep the screens protected while it's in your bag or whatever.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Well, yeah. I think that the best plan for Nintendo is to announce this in March or beginning of April. Release this in September so they can sell through that initial stock and restock for the holidays. And continue to have a few crossover titles for the next year or so on the Switch and the Switch 2, like maybe Metroid Prime 4 is a crossover title, and then move on. But that's what I think they should do. But who knows? It's Nintendo. You never know what they're gonna do. But I don't think we're getting a Switch 2 announcement this week for sure.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't even think so either.
But it could be imminent. It could be very soon.
Possible. All right, I'm reaching my time limit.
Yes. So let us know where we can find you, Falcon.
All right. Well, guys, you guys can find me here on YouTube. I am on Twitter. I don't post a lot on there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna be trying to post more clips from the streams on there soon enough. I'm also on Instagram, and I post some stuff from my day-to-day life now and then. Emphasis on now and then. And then for YouTube, I'm posting videos, like edited videos, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and I'm going live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you guys want to catch me there, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. PST. I might even be starting the streams earlier soon enough, probably starting at 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. PST, but we'll see. That still haven't fully decided on that yet. But that's pretty much it. I'm posting Lethal Company videos for the rest of this month. That's the goal.
Nice.
Yeah.
No Power World? No Power World streams?
No Power World streams.
All right, cool. What about you, Yugi?
Catch me at Yugi601 on all platforms, guys. Typically streaming on YouTube, so you can catch me here, right where you're watching this live stream.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Awesome. What?
Yeah, Power World actually already died. Didn't you guys know?
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Zach, let us know what you're up to, buddy.
So stream on Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Cover all the news from the week on Thursdays on the Nerd Cave News. Play games on Tuesday. And you can find us over on TikTok as well. We post shorts. We post all the good stuff. And we have a podcast version of our show. So if you want to go listen to that, you can check that out as well. It's on all the platforms.
Nice.
Outstanding.
Nice. I need to do that with this show sometime this year. Yes.
I have one more thing to share.
Yeah, what is it?
This may be a one-off. But I am going to be doing the first episode of the Let's Take Fight podcast on Saturday.
Nice.
And I'm going to have an in-person guest for it. So
it'll
be pretty cool. I'm excited.
Did you say that will be live?
Yep. I haven't decided. I'll have to ask him specifically, but I do plan for it to be live. If it's not, don't be discouraged. It'll be posted at some point.
All right.
Either way, it's going to get an edited video, and so that will be edited as well, and that'll come out later.
Awesome. Can't wait. Yeah. Sounds really good.
Very good.
Dude, yes, sir.
All right. Well, I know you guys got to go. Zach, do you got to go too?
Yeah, it's getting close to old nappy time.
Oh, yeah, it sure is. All right. Well, I had one other thought, but it's fine. Well, I'll just save it for later. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Thank you guys for being on. Everybody, go check them out. They're awesome. And hey, stay kind and encouraging out there. We'll catch you on the Flippity Flip.